My mom, she buys conchas and then she likes plátanos with Ebenezer Scrooge, etc.
Marley was dead.
We don't really celebrate Christmas in the traditional sense.
And then we go to bed because Santa won't come unless you go to sleep.
Today, we're going to be asking Americans, how do they celebrate Christmas? How do they spend Christmas Eve, Christmas Day? As you may or may not know, Christmas is a pretty huge holiday here in the United States. And I'm curious, how do people spend it? How do people celebrate it, if at all? And at the end of this video, I'll sum things up with some of my thoughts on this question, how I celebrate Christmas, and that'll be it. So, yeah, let's just get into this. How do you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate at all?
Normally, I go either to my house, which is my family's house, or my grandma's house, and we choose either one of those two places for everyone to open their presents. So my aunt, grandma, grandpa, whole family, we all go to one spot and we choose and we open all our gifts. Sometimes we open on Christmas Eve. Sometimes we open it on Christmas Day, but this year I think we're doing it on Christmas Eve at our house. So, yeah.
Is there any like meals or things that you guys do every year?
Hot chocolate's a big one. I love hot chocolate.
How do you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas at all?
Well, when I can, I like to travel home to my family on the West Coast. That wasn't possible this year for a variety of reasons. So lately, there's been a lot of Zoom Christmas, that kind of thing. I got used to it a couple years ago and can do it again this year. But traditionally, I go spend time with family. My mom's still around. I have several siblings and nieces and nephews, et cetera, et cetera. So that's my favorite way to do it.
Do you have any favorite Christmas traditions that you can think of that kind of happen every year and that you enjoy?
There are some that I appreciate and some that I more actively enjoy. I appreciate that caroling is a thing. I appreciate there's a lot of very specific holiday theater, live theater, as well as the movies and stuff. I like the fact that storytelling, both in song and poetry and theater, is a big part of what Christmas entails. In fact, the Christmases that we are familiar with are really the creation of one of the most famous storytellers in history, Charles Dickens. We wouldn't have Christmas as we know it without his most famous Christmas story, a recreated Christmas in the Western culture.
Which is just
Look that one up.
called A Christmas Story, right?
A Christmas Carol.
Oh, A Christmas Carol with Ebenezer Scrooge, etc.
Marley was dead.
How do you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate at all?
I celebrate Christmas by relaxing and by being surrounded by my loved ones. But this year, I'm actually flying out on Christmas Day to go to the East Coast to see my family. So yeah, that's my Christmas.
When you get out to the East Coast and get together, what do you guys do? Just kind of spend time together?
Pretty much, that is it. So Christmas Day, that's all I'm doing. Just all family, spend time together, talk, reminisce. Yes.
Is there any specific meals or anything that you guys do, or just kind of play it by ear?
This year I think is by ear, but typically we do feast. So we do our typical, a soul food meal, be it a turkey, a chicken, some macaroni and cheese, some collard greens, but we typically do seafood as well, seafood dishes.
How do you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate at all?
Oh, that's a great question. I think for me, the Christmas season is really about giving to other people and being a part of the community. So I know there was a lot of people who got laid off in tech this year, and so that's been really challenging. And being able to see the inspiration of the communities getting together and really understanding how to help one another and come together has been great. So I think that's what the holiday season's about.
How do you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas at all?
We don't celebrate Christmas, but I guess in the wintertime we like we're going to see a show right now, so I like to do watch theater, so see the Nutcracker. We're seeing Hamilton today, so I guess just enjoy theater and enjoy local art.
How do you spend Christmas? How do you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas at all?
We don't really celebrate Christmas in the traditional sense, but we do have time off work.
Yeah.
We spend it at home and cook some food.
Nice. Any specific meals that you prefer to do around Christmas, or it's just kind of whatever you choose that year?
We try to cook what we'd call the best of from the year. Whatever meals we really liked, we'll kind of create them all within the span of a week.
How do you spend Christmas? How do you celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate it at all?
Well, I spend Christmas with family every year. My birthday's on the 24th, so we always do that for the first couple hours, and then we do church. But there's snow, we play in the snow because I'm from Wisconsin.
Any specific like meals that you guys do, or it kind of changes every year?
Well, it used to be Culver's on the 24th because they were open, but now it's a ham because
Okay.
that's like a nicer meal for everyone to be happy with.
Any favorite Christmas traditions or anything you do, anything that comes to mind?
Midnight church.
Midnight
It's
church.
terrible because you fall asleep, but it's always fun.
How do you celebrate Christmas? What do you do on Christmas, if you celebrate at all?
Well, it's pretty quiet. We just are at home with our tree. We decorate the tree
Nice.
beforehand, exchange some gifts. It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple. Anything to add there?
Yeah, I mean, we open presents in the morning. We have a tradition where I make crepes every year, and then we have like a ham for dinner that our dad makes.
How do you celebrate Christmas? How do you spend Christmas, if you celebrate at all?
For me and my family on Christmas, usually we go to like church on Christmas Eve, and then we go to bed because Santa won't come unless you go to sleep.
Definitely.
And then Christmas morning we wake up and we open presents usually at like 5 in the morning. I have a little sister, so she likes to wake up early. And we usually have like a Christmas breakfast / lunch brunch meal. And yeah, then we go down and visit some of my more extended family, spend time with them, open more gifts and presents, exchange gifts, and just hang out, spend time with family.
Would you guys cook anything specific every year or changes?
My mom likes to do like a breakfast casserole type of thing. A lot of times like French toast. It kind of changes, but yeah.
Yeah, so for my family, it's kind of similar, a lot of family time. But we do for Christmas Eve a hot pot. My family's Chinese, so we'll have all the traditional hot pot ingredients and things in that. And we'll do that for dinner, Christmas Eve dinner. And then the next morning, first thing we do when we wake up, which is not as early as 5, but like, 10 or something like that, we'll open up presents, take a little video, pictures. And then we'll also have like the leftovers from our hot pot dinner and use that for our lunch usually. And then, yeah, that's basically it. Spending time with family.
Any favorite Christmas traditions that you do each year?
Mostly just opening presents and like just the early morning, like spending time with my family, like opening stuff under the Christmas tree. I don't know, just like that time. It's such a precious moment every year. So I don't know, that's like my favorite tradition.
We do this silly thing where we watch the same Christmas movie every year. The movie is like, I think, National Lampoon Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
That's a classic, yeah.
I like to watch It's a Wonderful Life with my dad. It's kind of a sad movie, but it's like, have you seen it?
I don't think I have.
It's in black and white, so it's like old, but it's a good one. It's a good message.
How do you celebrate Christmas? What do you do for Christmas, if you celebrate at all?
Yeah, I love Christmas. I usually hang out with my family on Christmas Eve. We go to my mom's side and we do a gift exchange, like a grab bag, which is like the real gifts, and then the fake gifts are the white elephant. So it's something in your house that like you didn't buy, you just wrapped it up and then you exchange them. So there's always funny ones. I also go to church. My church family is really important to me, and I'm really thankful for everything that Jesus did for us.
Do you guys cook any like dishes that you do every year, or anything around that?
Yeah, we're Lithuanian and Irish, so we cook corned beef on all the other holidays, but this holiday we do kuglis, which is Lithuanian. It's like a baked potato, but in casserole form.
Yum.
So bacon and like butter and sour cream and stuff. Yeah.
Favorite Christmas traditions?
I love looking at the lights. In Lincoln Park, there's some really great ones, and just like out in the suburbs too, some houses like deck them out. So.
Yeah. What do you do for Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas?
We come to Chicago and visit my tias, and my mom's from Chicago, so we come spend time with them. And then we get back on Christmas Day and spend time with our family over there.
Where did you come out from? I missed it.
From San Antonio.
Oh, really? So
yeah.
You're from Texas?
Yes, sir.
Do you guys do any like specific like dishes or anything, like food that you tend to do?
My mom, she buys conchas, and then she likes plátanos for us, and then we make tamales and all that, so a whole bunch of stuff.
What's your favorite tamale?
I like jalapeno and cheese tamales.
Okay, that's a wrap on today's video. I enjoyed getting to hear what other people do for Christmas. Of course, I know what I do, but I don't know what other Americans do. Mostly just getting together being grateful for what we have, eating some food, and hanging out. When I lived back in California, we would go to my aunt's house. My family would get together, my grandma, my aunt, my uncle. We would have a Christmas Eve dinner, which was very delicious, open a few small presents. And then on Christmas Day, we would do it at my house with my family and open some of the bigger gifts that we had asked for. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. See you later.